There are two items on the screen that we could have move. There is this image function, which is holding an image of a tiger, and then there's a burger, and the burger is a function that is down at the bottom. If we want either of these to move in the way that we saw Corey Archangel's clouds move, we'd have to change something about the X and the Y location, or the X location. Right now, it's hard-coded at 150, which means it can only be at 150, this tiger image. But if we used a variable instead, then we could vary or change that number. So instead of 150, you could go to 160 or 170. And in fact, I've already created a variable here that makes sense. Tiger X for the X location of the tiger. Let's just close this. And then in the function setup, I even gave it a value of 150. And right now the X value is 150. So we gave it the variable a name. Then we gave it a starting value. The third step is to use it. So here where it says 150, I'm going to type tiger X. And if I hit run, it should look exactly the same because the value is still 150. Yep. Okay. But now we want to change the value. We want to add to it or take away from it. To do that, on line 25 where it says increment variables, I'm going to write tiger X. And I'm going to give it a new value. What I want it to be is its current value of tiger X plus 1. Now let's see what happens. What do you think is going to happen? Let's see if you're right. All right, and it's starting to move off to the right. And what do you think will happen if instead of saying tiger X equals tiger X plus 1, I changed it to tiger X equals tiger X plus 5? What do you think would happen then? Let's try it. Whoa! So right now, the tiger is only moving off to the right. If I wanted it to move off to the left, what would I have to change about this? Well, since I'm adding 5, it's going 150, 155, 160. But if I take away 5 instead, now it could head to the left. But I think it's too fast, so I'm going to set it back to 1. There we go, nice and smooth. Now, adding or taking away from 1 is a really, really common action. So there's a shortcut on how to write this. So let's say I want to add to it. Instead of just saying an equals, I could say add to it and set the new value plus 1. So plus equals 1. And that does the same thing. You could also set this, I could make it 5. I could do minus equals. And let's slow that down again. Now, adding to or taking away 1 from a variable is so common in the world of coding, especially of gaming. We're often just adding 1. So there is even a much more shortcut to this. Watch this. If you just want to add or take away 1, I could do plus plus. And that is just going to add 1 each time. And to have it go the other way, what do you think it would be? Minus minus. Now, the burger's not moving because the burger's stuck at 200. So I suppose I could put tiger X in here. And if I do that, now they're both moving at the same time. But you might want them to move in different directions or at different speeds. So I think tiger X wouldn't make sense here. Here's your job. We have one variable here for tiger X, and then we gave it a starting value, which was the starting value before of here. And then we used it inside the function draw for the image to make the tiger image move. And we incremented it or added to it. Can you get the burger to move? You could have it move in the same direction or an opposite direction, but have it move at maybe a different speed or a different direction from that of the tiger. Start by creating a variable that makes sense for the burger, then give it a starting value, use it in this burger function call, and then don't forget to increment it. Give it a go.